You know what? From the beginning, I kind of thought that Henry was going to be a bit much, and I was right.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Beauty Bar. This is season 1, episode 3. And as I said, I thought that Henry was going to be a little extra. He's very much extra, and you got to really see it in this episode. Anyway, we start right where we left off, where there was the whole explode between Rail and Princess. And it was really ridiculous because you two live together. So whatever type of feud you all had going on, you all could have took care of at home. And you probably should have taken care of it at home because you already know these people. Half of them don't really care for you. The other half don't really know you. And they're watching. They're watching you and don't have a problem making an example out of you. And that's exactly what happened. Tess ended up meeting with the two of them, and they both got suspended. They both got suspended. And as it went on, we found out they were basically suspended indefinitely. Like, wait a minute, Henry. Seriously? It's a salon. It's a salon. If you don't work, you don't eat. They're in New York. They're roommates. You suspend them both. You know they have no income coming in. I thought that was cold-blooded. Very, very much cold-blooded. Yes, something needed to be done because they broke the rules. But what is this whole indefinite thing? Like, what is that all about? And then the thing was, it was all Talia. It was all Talia, and that bitch didn't really have a problem with the fact that it was her and that she let it be known that it was her. She videotaped them, and she went and took the video directly back to Henry and Tess. And I said, let it be a note to all of you. You all need to be watching Talia, period, because she got some shit with her. She got some real shit up her sleeve. Now, granted, yes, Rail was trying to use Talia as a come-up. Shit happens. It is what it is. That shit Talia did. You're not very likable. You very much need to be watched. You need to be watched. You befriended him and then you attacked. And your attack was really about, you was really trying to get Princess fired. And he was just going to be collateral damage. I said, these people are deep. People in the salon, they're deep, vicious. Child, these hoes ain't loyal. But anyway, that's that. So then we go on. We got this whole little thing where Henry sends V and Kevin off to do a photo shoot that he can't do with a girl named Z. She's a singer and all of that. Dominican singer. Real pretty girl. And though V gets on my nerves because she's too turned up and too extra, she did do a good job on her help with the styling of the photo shoot. Did a really good job. And the last thing she said, and she really helped Z to loosen up and really make the best of the photo shoot. And get, because she didn't really have a real style of her own, and V was like, oh no, girl, you need some of this and you need some of that. And had her going, she went straight from looking like somebody off of Disney to looking like a Dominican version of Aaliyah. It gave her some swag and they made the best of it. They really did. They really used minimal things to really ramp up this photo shoot, which is what being a stylist is all about. It's not always about spending tons and oodles of money to build something, sometimes you just build with little things that are around you, things that you would never even think to even work with. That's what being a stylist is all about. Great stylists can actually make a movement out of really basically nothing. Couple accessories, shit, turn it upside, take away, turn it upside down, changes the whole dynamic of what's going on. That's what a good stylist does, shit like that. You have to have a vision, and then you have to know how to execute, and bring people into what that vision is. So that's what being a good stylist is about, if you didn't know. But anyway, V should look into doing more of that. She did a great job. She really did. Last thing they said to her, she said, tag us in your Instagram. And that's what she did. Later on in the program, Henry sees the tag, because the girl, she really enjoyed herself with them. She was comfortable with them. She had fun with them, you know. She's a young girl. She tagged V on her Instagram. Henry pulled her and Kevin to the side and reprimanded them, and basically felt as though they stepped on his toes, till he lost thousands of dollars in free promotion, because it should have been tagged the House of Dolls, not tagged with V's personal Instagram information. V didn't do anything underhanded. Like, she had no malice in her heart at all when she did that. She's not trying to build a business outside of the House of Dolls or anything like that. I thought it was very petty, very bitchy, and I was just like, I don't know about you, Henry. You starting to rub me wrong. You know, you're really starting to rub me wrong, and it's supposed to be all about you. You're a business owner, but you pulling it, and you trying it. So I was like, so I start side-eyeing Henry. And Henry has a way he looks at people like he's looking at shit a lot of times too. So I don't know about Henry and me. We ain't going to do too well. But anyway, I didn't like that. And he basically threatened her, like, don't do this again. Don't let this happen again, you know, because I won't be sitting you out again. I was like, what? It was a fuck you moment. Like, seriously. And for me, as far as Rel and Princess goes, baby, y'all are better than me. Because, see, I have a license, a cosmetology license. Suspended indefinitely, baby, I'd have had a job and working that afternoon somewhere else. Any hairdresser that I know that's worth anything always has other jobs sitting in lieu. Always. I've never worked. Anytime that I've been in the salon, all the years I worked in the salon, there was always another 2 or 3 salons that wanted me there, and I had open invitations to go to that salon while I was sitting in the salon. I've never been stuck in any salon, ever. I never have. And I just thought that's the way things went. That's the way it's been with me from the time I finished school. When I finished school, I had multiple job offers. So if you know how to do hair any type of way, and you know how to brand yourself, this is what you should have going on. If you're a hairdresser, you should always have 2 to 3 other jobs sitting in lieu. Not to say that, you know, I can go over here and show my ass and go over there and show my ass, but you always have your back ready. You need a plan A and a plan B, and you damn well better have another plan A, B to go along with A and B. And not C, but another plan A, B to go with plan A and plan B. Because again, I've said this since we started reviewing this show. If you don't work, you don't eat. It really isn't about the salon you work in. It really is about you, bitch. It's really about you. I was asked one time by a YouTuber that I don't do, and they don't do me. They don't care for me, but they were nebbing and they wanted to be in my business. And they asked me, well, what is it that you do for work? And I told that bitch, and it'll always be my answer, bitch, I am my job. I am my job. Even when I didn't work for myself, when I wasn't self-employed and worked for myself, I was always my job. I've always felt that way. I am my job. I ain't never put myself in a position where I'm so in love with whatever the company was I was working for. Fuck them. Let them be in love with the company that they built. I'm in love with James. I am my job. Y'all better get with it, all you hairdressers and all you entrepreneurs out there. Even if you're, like I said, I worked for the phone company and I was still, at heart, I was an entrepreneur. I've always been that person, no matter what I was actually doing at the time. Yes, I've worked for Fortune 500 companies and I still was an entrepreneur at the end of the day. That shit I did for them, that was cute. That was cute because 9 to 5 is for you, but 5 to 8:30 is about me. Hello. Anyway, is you live, whore? Yeah. Please. Remember, if you don't work, you don't eat. Let you be the most important thing you got going on during the day. Let someone else have all that faith in their own company while you build your own. Psh, don't get me fucked up. That's crazy. But anyway, I didn't even understand them a week or two later and y'all still ain't working. Girl, bye. Anyway, and 2 of them too? Please. If y'all don't have to do, if y'all couldn't do nothing but do hair in the house, y'all be doing something other than looking at each other making them oodles and noodles meals y'all was making. That was crazy to me. Anyway, Rel ends up having a sit down with Talia. Baby, and Talia got in there, honey, she really thinks she's something. I said, look at this Talia. Yes, she is a transsexual. She's a full-on transsexual. She's totally done. Completely done. And she really thinks her ass weighs a ton. And I saw that she's not very nice either. Her and Henry should be great friends. Because they're pretty much alike. They're both bitches. I was like, oh. Wouldn't trust either one of them two in no room, honey. I said, honey, where are the knives, honey? Where are the knives? Because I don't trust either one of these 2 whores. But baby, she got in there and thought she was talking real smart to Rail. I was like, oh my. Then she took and threw a drink all on Rail and carried on. And all of the argument was really all about Princess and how much better than Princess she was. And I said, wow. So she basically let him know, yeah, I used you to get at her and I'm better than her and fuck her. And she really wanted her. She's jealous of Princess. And I'm like, wow. Y'all are totally different. I don't know. I guess it has to do with hair skills or whatever. Or she just feels her as a threat. Because they do promote that in the show. That Princess basically is a very good hairdresser. And I guess Miss Talia's really got an issue. Because I ain't heard very much about what Talia does as far as hair. All I've heard is about her good titties and her pretty pussy and all of this transsexual mess that don't have nothing to do with what makes you money unless you're a whore. Are you a whore? Are you a model? What are you? Because one, just being a transsexual that's pretty doesn't make you money unless you do some type of shows, sell some type of pussy, something like that. Now, then I can see it. But standing up here in this salon looking pretty and looking like a woman that ain't bringing in no money. So I can see where you would be having some issues, but you a dirty bitch trying to push somebody else out because you are insecure, and she is insecure. As soon as Rel went out of her tall, bitch, you're plastic, bitch. Everything you got is plastic, and you could never be like Princess, bitch. And baby, she got upset. That was a point of contention for her, baby. She took that drink and gave him whoosh. I said, oh, no, she didn't. And he gave her, ooh, this coffee is so good. I said, no, he didn't, honey. After she doused him real good, I said, He was nice, though, because I'd have got up and smacked her motherfucking work loose, honey. I would have. No, you shouldn't be hitting women, but trans women that hit men, guess what you're going to get? A good trans ass whooping. I'd have tore her ass up in there, honey. She would have stood over me throwing no drink, baby. Now, if she was actually a cisgender woman who threw a drink on me, no, I'll whoop her ass too. I'm sorry. Ain't no, keep your motherfucking hands off of me. But yeah, no. I don't think anybody should be hitting anybody, period. But yeah. Talia would have got an ass whooping. That's all this really too. I'd have fucked Talia up. I would have. I'd have moved her work around. She'd have been giving Kilimanjaro kind of honey when I'd have let her loose, honey. She was out of order. She's out of order. Anyway, moving on. We see a scene with Talia and her sister Marilyn, and she's basically her half sister. And she literally sat there and turned that whole thing around and made it about her. And all of a sudden, she was a victim. I just looked, I said, well, that's talent, bitch. That was talent. Meanwhile, you started all this shit. You did all this nastiness. And you turned that shit around. And Olivia poked it and made it to where somebody had done you wrong. Bitch, you are talented. You're a talented, pretty bitch that needs your ass whooped. Don't like you, Talia. Don't like you at all. Bitch, you ain't shit. Stinking ass. I said, oh, that's a mess. Let's talk about V and Shauna. So Shauna's really into V. She took V out on a horse and carriage ride. It was very nice through Central Park. And I was listening to V. V kept talking about how corny it was and all of this kind of carrying on. V, you old goddamn ghetto snipe. Or gutter snipe, say ghetto snipe, gutter snipe, you're all those things, bitch. You like some old raggedy, raunchy, low down shit. And what you were being shown through Shauna is actually too good for you, I see. Because what you ended up doing, and the girl, she actually went on her Instagram and pulled a picture of her grandma and had it put into a beautiful frame and all of this. And she's like, laughing like, oh, I love it, but all along thinking like, this is really corny. You know, like I like it, but it's kind of corny. Like, who does this? Girl, that's how people really treat you when you're being treated like a queen. That's how that works. Horse and carriage rides, pictures of grandma, not somebody to just jump on you, munch your box, and then go and cheat on you with somebody else. But obviously, this is what you like, which brings me to the next part, the Halloween party. They had the Halloween party. They did all their little stuff. They did their costumes. Baby, their costumes were late. Everybody in there's costumes was late except for Talia. Talia, Tess, Henry. Yeah, it was basically there. The Henry, Tess, and Talia show. Basically, everybody else's shit was just kind of late. At that party, V invited a friend of hers who ended up bringing her ex. She knew they were bringing her ex. Like I said, you ain't shit. You like this bullshit. All night at the thing, she acted just like she ain't been talking to Shauna. Her and the ex all in each other's face, kissing each other. Her makeup was running all off and shit. Her face painted up like the Purge. Shit coming all off and all of this. And kissing and just doing all. I just disrespectful. Or I said, did you forget you being filmed? Like, the girl gonna see all this shit. Then she went and left with her. I said, well, I guess that's it. You know, she done cheated on you, did you, dog, had you crying, and now you want her to munch your box. I said, okay, well, whatever you get, and you deserve whatever you get, because you sneaky whore. Is you sneaky whore? A little bit. Mess. Anyway, down to the Halloween party, Talia's costume, and Henry actually said this in a confessional, and he was right. Talia's costume was a waste of time. She had her whole body painting. You know, body painting is an art, and it's gorgeous when done right. And they did a really good job at body painting her, but it was just kind of stupid because she painted herself as a matador. Why didn't you just dress in a matador outfit? But you on this whole thing, and you just wanted to be nude. That was her whole point. The whole thing behind her costume was, I want to be nude. Sit down, Talia. And it was, like he said, that was a waste of time. And it was. Now, the guy was with her that was dressed as the bull. Costume was flawless. He was body painted as well. But of course he wasn't nude. He had the hairy legs and all of this stuff as a bull. His costume was flawless. Flawless. You hear me? It was all his paint was fabulous. And the prosthetics and stuff, his costume was everything. And he had dreads and he had a body on him and he was the shit. He really was. I actually liked his costume better than every other costume that was there. Right, and running a close second really was Henry. Henry's costume was very, very elaborate. I don't know what to say about Henry. Henry's I think older than what he would like to be, and you could tell he's actually he takes time to try to keep up on his body, and he buys a lot of it. His body's not bad, but it's aged. It's aged. It's not young, fresh, and tight. But you could tell at one point Henry did a good job of trying to keep. I don't think he probably has never been exactly where he would want to be with his body, but his body, he has a good body. It's not a bad body. He has tats and stuff that's really nice. But again, he don't have the body that he, I think, would like to have. He like to have one of those like perfect Mr. Olympia bodies is what I think he'd like to have, but he just ain't made that way. And you know he got all kind of work in his face and stuff. And he's done it as a Minotaur. But it was like an evil Minotaur, and well, they're evil anyway, but very evil to the point where it had the really pointed ears, and it really gave you more of a Minotaur mix with a mix of Michael Jackson Thriller, that whole thing. And so when I seen him come through the door, I looked and I said, "Oh, a Minotaur," and then I gave. Dum, 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 dum. I was like, come on, girl, do it, girl. But it was just okay. But the thing is, were you in competition with everybody else? Is that what you thought you were doing, Henry? Or are you the owner of the House of Jaws and you're throwing a party for you and your people? Because you came across to me, which is something that I really can't stand, very narcissistic. And this is what I'm actually seeing from Henry. And that's what I think turns me off. He's very narcissistic. I can't stand a narcissist. I can't stand being around a person who is in constant competition with everybody around them, yet the people around them don't realize they're in the pageant. When I'm in a pageant, I want to know what my contestant number is. I don't want to be in a pageant with you and I don't realize I'm competing. I hate that. I hate it. It drives me crazy. But I get very much that from Henry. Henry's getting on my last nerve. And he's rude. He's rude and he's very self-centered. Anyway, Princess and Rail came and basically crashed the party because they're still suspended. They came and Princess tried to talk to Henry and he basically blew her off, told her this is not the place, not right now, Princess. And then threw his little hair and shrugged his shoulders. I said, oh, no, I wouldn't be working for him. That motherfucker would look around. I'd be in the salon across the street from his, making coins. That's what I'd be doing. I would show your ass something, Henry. Yes, I would. Right across the street, honey. That's where I'd be. Making money, baby. I'd be promoting my ass. I would show your ass. And I wouldn't say nothing to you. I would show your ass. All them coins coming in the door across the way, honey. That's how you get a motherfucker that's narcissistic and nasty in the beauty business. Go on across the street and make some money. Tear their ass up. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done with this right here. All right, you guys. I'll catch you all next week on Beauty Bar. All right, later.